So for the first question, we wanted to ask, how do you think NIL contracts might affect team dynamics and camaraderie among athletes?
So I think the difference in contracts amongst the other team members could be super scary for teammates, because people could be getting paid different wages, people could get different promotions, things like that, which could cause like awkwardness between team members when some people are getting more money or more promotions or things like that. And that's never good to have that with a team dynamic, because like when you are playing, you want to have teamwork and collaboration. So outside of teamwork activities and like when they're on the field or something like that, it would be very difficult when people are getting different wages or salaries or whatever those contracts entail.
For our next question, we wanted to find out, do you believe NIL contracts provide fair compensation for student athletes?
I do believe they can provide fair compensation for student athletes, because at the end of the day, we're asking our student athletes to be students as well as do a full-time extracurricular. So it makes it hard to get a job like outside of IU or outside of wherever like that athlete is going. So yeah, I think it's just something that needs to happen so they can afford to live outside of school. So yeah, I do believe that these contracts are actually beneficial and benefiting our student athletes.
For our last question, we asked, how do you think fans perceive college athletes now that they can profit from their name, image, and likeness?
I think that fans would maybe take them more seriously, or maybe look at them less for their athletic ability at the same time. But also I think it's also important to say that like other students who maybe aren't getting paid or don't get as much money from other places could view it as maybe a little bit unfair, just because these people, you know, can play a sport, they have the ability to make all this money and to use that on the same education from the same schools. And again, I think it maybe makes the athleticism less of a component factor of why they watch these teams and play, and why they follow them on Instagram, and why they keep up with their lives.